jẹ́ kọ́lù mò ń bọ̀ nǹkan tó jẹ́ kọ́lù sí vote lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ pẹ́ǹsì tó wà lára àwọn èèyàn ni kò ń ṣe pé ìkó náà kò yẹ pé orí wa pé débi káwá la fẹ́ dìbò fún Yamiri àbá fẹ́ support olóbùkún kan láti ìlú kan ìbùkún ọmọ wa má dà á máa dúró ti pé ọmọ wa ni a máa sọ bóyá máa ṣe ṣùgbọ́n pẹ́ǹsì nǹkan tó ti ṣe fáwọn èèyàn ìgbà tó fẹ́ ṣe governorship election ẹ̀ẹ́dì bọ́n ṣe ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ ni because ọmọ pa àwọn náà ti ṣàìdá tó pọ̀ èèyàn mélòó ló lè forgive èèyàn mélòó ló lè forgo èèyàn mélòó lè mọ̀ tá ìdá tó ń ṣe yẹn ti affect them just because they are political class we are láti tó ń ṣe yẹn wọn ò ní ìdí ẹ̀ agbára yẹn kọ̀ gùn wọn pé a lè lo agbára fún wọn bí pátápátá máa lọ ilé ẹjọ́ tó ń dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ilé ẹjọ́ yẹn ẹni tẹ́ lágbára fún ẹ̀yin náà lè máa lọ influence ilé ẹjọ́ 10-15 years ó sì ń lọ bẹ̀ ó sì ń bọ̀ ẹlòmíì ibi tó ti lágbára fún BP ti pa ìrònú ò jẹ́ kó jẹ́ èèyàn.
nǹkan tó yẹ ká address nìyẹn.
ṣẹ́rí kan tí mo sọ it's a fact ṣẹ́rí somebody like myself I just have to like let go of a lot of things ni mo máa fi wá sí platform a máa sọ̀rọ̀ àyùbá ò lè bú Yorùbá but dig down pẹ́ǹsì wá pé àwọn pípù tá à ń sọ pé wọ́n láburú tán ṣe fún mi ṣẹ́rí tán èèyàn bá ṣàbúrú fún yín ẹ máa rántí pé ẹ̀yin nìkan kọ́ láburú yẹn bá o àwọn tó ń jẹ lára yín aburú yẹn bá wọn téèyàn bá dẹ̀ ṣe dáadáa fún yín àwọn tó ń jẹ lára yín dáadáa yẹn bá wọn ẹ wá wo èèyàn tó ń jẹ lára yín téèyàn wá ṣàbúrú fún yín ẹ wo bànújẹ́ tó wà lára wọn. a nídìí láti paint them white blue black bad is bad good is good.
yes
ẹ jẹ́ kí n béèrè kankan lọ́wọ́ yín o ṣé ẹ Mr. APM ṣé ẹ believe pé kíní yóò máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ all over the world and still àwọn èèyàn máa ń loyal
ẹ máa gbọ́
yẹn tán fẹ́ loyal sí.
ẹ má ṣe mistake mi dispute pé ó máa ń pé kò ń ṣẹlẹ̀ what I'm saying in essence is ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ kò ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tá a bá la lóyà síran wa tá a dẹ̀ lóyà sáwọn candidate wa a lóyà sáwọn political class wa àwọn náà ní ohun tó gbọ́dọ̀ máa fi san fún wa kò ń ṣàbúrú náà máa kó wa sínú àtìdààmú lẹ́kìnní simple sista mi ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ all over the world but tá a bá fẹ́ sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ fúnra wa ṣé bó ṣe ń ṣẹlẹ̀ náà ló yẹ ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń bí ṣe bá abroad lèmi náà ń gbé South Africa tẹ̀ ń wò yẹn I've told them there now mo gbé South Africa for 7 years South Africa mo ti ṣe institution mo kúrò ní South Africa mo gba Europe lọ I've lived in Switzerland I've lived in Germany and I lived in Italy I have kids in Italy ṣẹtigẹ but still náà àríru àwọn actions kankan tàn political class wá ń ṣe ń bí lọ́hùn lóòótọ́ àní right wọn off but à ń support wọn but they need to do more àní ṣẹ́rí à ń support aṣíwájú ọ̀tọ̀ àwọn fact kan wà tó yẹ pé àwa ta wà nínú platform yìí I've said it and I will still say it again somebody like Bage governor is close to the political class tá a bá ní problem ó yẹ kó lè help wa me accuse them I'm being honest mo sọ̀rọ̀ láàrin ẹ̀ bọ́dà ń sìn he's not here ọjọ́ tẹ́rọ̀ yìí jáde deja knew what I'm talking about láàrin ẹ̀ bọ́dà was arguing pé láyé mo ní bọ̀bọ̀ má dàrẹ́ láàmú mú nọ́mbẹ̀ wa I have his personal number mo dey send fax sí ó ní give me till tomorrow ọjọ́ kejì he called me baba these things are fat nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ èèyàn báyìí ó dárúkọ ẹni yẹn gan tèmi mọ̀mọ́ tí mo fẹ́ dárúkọ okay now ṣe fi pé pains yẹn máa kúrò ṣe fi pé mi nìkan ni mo wà ń pains yẹn there are almost 140 people that are in the same pains of what they did to us now this is the point ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ àtúwà ń support wọn kí là ń gbà in return tàbá tiẹ̀ ń jà pé Yamiri ń dà wá láàmú èyí táwọn ará bí ń ṣe fún wa ẹ jẹ́ ká wáwé láti máa discuss ẹ̀ bóyá session discussing ẹ̀ àwọn pains tiwa yẹn náà ó máa ní impact tó máa ṣe fáwọn èèyàn ó lè jẹ́ Yorùbá la máa fi sọ all true strictly ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣèyìnbó torí kí ni káwọn èèyàn má bàa gbé ọ̀rọ̀ wa ọ̀rọ̀ tá a bá rí pé ó fẹ́ sensitive jù at least ó yẹ ká mọ̀ pé there's no criminal among us okay give us your number let's have a WhatsApp ó yá máa sọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ó tún ti wà more private ìwọ lè help wa ó yá bá wa ṣe ó yá ẹ lọ bẹ́lẹ̀ because we don't know where we can get that support from but tábà kan sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá táwọn leaders wa tó ń jẹ́ Yorùbá tó hàn kàn tiwa right kí wàá ní essence ìjà kànjà ẹ̀yin náà ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ sọ kí ni essence ẹ̀ kí ni point ẹ̀ kí là ń gbà ń bẹ̀ àgbà nǹkan kan bẹ̀ náà definitely àwọn tó ń bú wa yẹn máa rí wa bú jù báyìí lọ wọ́n máa rí wa fi ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ jù báyìí lọ ṣàmọ́gbà Yorùbá àgbàlagbà máa ní nǹkan tó ń tán lọ́dún eégún ọdún eégún is practically ọjọ́ kan bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni election
sometimes ó yẹ ká máa ronú long-term gain. Sherry, I've been in America over 40 years. Àwọn Republican, ṣé mo pé Kini is a Republican, President wọn sì kí lórúkọ Trump is a Republican.
Ẹ ti jẹ́ kí Gentle sá lọ, Gentle ní pé èsì lòun.
He's a Republican.
No, Gentle kì í ṣe APC. Ọmọ Sowore ni Gentle, mo mọ Gentle dáadáa, mo ní nọ́mbà Gentle gan. No, èmi àti ẹ ti sọ̀rọ̀ rí Gentle. I've spoken with him a lot. In fact, I have his private number and we conversate at length. Mo jẹ́ kó yé ni pé I'm sorry Sister Stella, mo jẹ́ kó yé Gentle, mo ní Gentle o lè sọ̀rọ̀ Sowore fèmí. I was in secondary school. I'm almost done with my secondary school. Nígbà tí Sowore jẹ́ student union president. Ipe and that time gbogbo wa la máa rí Sowore as a figure ta fẹ́ emulate. Tàbá ti ṣetán secondary school, university bá Sowore la fẹ́ emulate. Ipe by the point òun náà wà out of the game due to Abacha whatever. And I told him pé when Sowore now came back after to establish Sarah reporter whatever, ipe ó wà ní click àwọn aṣíwájú underground at the earlier stage because gbogbo wọn jọ sá lọ ni and he was doing well. Kí ló mú sá kúrò lẹ́yìn wọn? Nobody knows. Kí ló fàjà? Nobody knows. Mo wá sọ mo ní na Sowore is doing too much. Mo wá ó wá ní why? Mo ní let me give you one instance. Mo ní Sowore on drive lọ ó ra àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó ń ṣe stop and search. Kò stop ó fọ̀rọ̀ yẹn fa wàhálà ó gbé sí media. Mo ní do you really realize that àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó ń ṣe stop and search yẹn wọ́n máa ń mú ọmọ olè lójú títì yẹn pẹ̀lú bọn bí eré let's forget about the money tó ń gbà tó wà negative. Ipe respectfully he could have just stopped máa dẹ̀ wá ọ̀gá na you bye bye ó ti tán. tó bá fẹ́ accuse wọn lè ní you people should leave the road ṣé ẹ understand but apart from that Gentle has his own understanding about Sowore. I just said the few ones I know but ọmọ Sowore ni that hard Sowore ni but na nice guy. Gentle na nice guy tó bá engage in you go just love the guy ó máa engage in respectfully ó máa sọ̀rọ̀ and I believe he has right to his belief. Me lè crucify ẹ ṣe ti get mo lè crucify understanding ẹni tó fi ipò wà okay fóun nìyẹn ṣe get so we cannot all be the same thing. Me lè dàbí Abe governor, me lè dàbí Sister Stella and me and I will be myself like that. So ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sister mi.
A lot of the policies tí Trump tó ń ṣe nílùú yìí, a lot of Democrats wọ́n lè máa agree pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, but wọn ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ because they're thinking about the country more so than ara wọn, and they're thinking about the long-term effects àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn bó ṣe máa benefit everybody, kì í ṣe pé bóyá máa benefit funfun nìkan àbí dúdú nìkan, but the whole country as a whole. So sometimes àwọn policies míì tí aṣíwájú máa ṣe kì í ṣe pé wọn ò lè ṣe because of Yorùbás only, ó láti benefit everybody ni, and sometimes it's ṣe mọ̀ bí growing pains ni because problem yẹn ti wà nílẹ̀ for a long time, so wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń try láti dig ara wa gbogbo wọ́n try láti dig everybody out of the hole, so brick by brick ni everybody dẹ̀ ló máa feel it. But most Nigerians àwa máa like nǹkan ṣe mọ̀ we want things to happen quickly, kò dẹ̀ lè rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn in politics, even ní bíbá it's not like that. Àwọn Republicans.
Sister Stella get nǹkan tí mo sọ ń bì ṣe rí government policy everybody knows pé kò ń ṣọjọ́ kan ló máa work. Mo sọ̀rọ̀ kan sìn mo ní èmi mo criticize Tinubu when he came up with these two policies of his. Mo ní bọ̀ láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ lórí platform yìí ẹ̀yin ò sí ń bí mo ti credit ẹ̀ lórí policy yẹn ṣẹ́rí nǹkan ṣẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ yẹn at the time he implemented those policies I felt very uncomfortable but at the time I could find out pé policy yìí wá okay òun ló help ló return economy back. Mi nídìí láti time tí mo criticize everybody ti rí mi pé mo bínú sí nǹkan kan tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ṣe yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn máa ti dì í mú pé bọ̀bọ̀ yóò láì kíní ìgbà tí mo rí pé kíní yẹn yìí the result nǹkan tó dájú fún ọmọlúwàbí ni pé speaker pé nǹkan tí mo sọ ń gbà yẹn dissatisfaction ni o nísìnyí mo ti wà satisfied. Even Emir of Kano Sanusi came up last week ó dẹ̀ credit Tinubu, and everybody know that Sanusi always attack Tinubu. That for me, I think that is patriotic enough láti agree tí nǹkan ò bá dáa, láti ti acknowledge tó bá ti dáa. Now that is government. Is different from some political individual misusing opportunity given to them on ordinary citizens. Ìyẹn yàtọ̀. Get, we have that. Tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú system wa tó heavy. And they need láti work it out. Kò sí lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ ìtẹ̀wá yìí mo lè sọ fún yín ṣẹ́rí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ṣòro sọ lórí area ṣẹ́rí tí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yín tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yàn ó máa rí òótọ́ ẹ máa rí òótọ́ báyìí because nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yín yẹn torí pé ń wá solution fún ẹ máa wá máa tẹ̀sẹ̀ síbí tẹ̀sẹ̀ síbẹ̀ a lot of things máa jáde ó máa shock yín ni pé what tẹ́ bá mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń kẹjà high court yẹn ẹ ní sọ̀rọ̀ rárá àwọn wo ló ń dalẹ̀ àwọn political class wa yìí ni àwọn wo náà ń dalẹ̀ against wọ́n fi intimidate èèyàn tí ó mọ̀ èèyàn tí ò lẹ́nu tí ò lẹ́sẹ̀ kí níyẹn ò dẹ̀ ní kúrò lẹ́mìí èèyàn ṣe rí point yẹn gẹ́ẹ̀tẹ̀ ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu ọ̀tọ̀ political class wa ok ṣé kí n sọ nǹkan fún yín ní ọgọ̀ǹbọ̀ kí ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ní last year ó wá finally ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí ẹ̀ àwọn kan ti kọ́lé síbi ọ̀gbọ̀ngàn yẹn láti 1989 1990 wọ́n ti ń gbé bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbà tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn ò da àwọn people yẹn ti try láti bring them up a very massive community all of a sudden last year àwọn state sheriff wa wọn náà ti gba governor's letter láti demolish ilé àwọn people yẹn àwọn people yẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sáré kiri ṣẹ́rí story tí mo sọ younger brother mi not my blood brother actually is a younger brother to me tajọgbà àdúgbò Deji Fasusi that is a lawyer òun ló handle matter yẹn so I was always with him ní mo fi mọ̀ because wọ́n ṣe case.
ẹjọ land kẹka lè lọ sí Mr. Noble Watch.
ok my ma ọ̀rẹ́ jẹ́ kí n kọ́ rẹ̀ jẹ́ a máa sọ ń jọ mi because kò pàtẹ́ mọ́ topic akọ jump síbẹ̀ ni let someone else speak. Abe governor, please let's speak in private, Baba.
Yeah, Mr. Noble.
Ẹni tí sábà máa ṣe pẹ̀lú gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì owó gbọ́dọ̀ yọ ọ́ àwọn ń ṣe kíní lásán bó bá ti sówó.
Ṣọlá lára àwọn political class tí mò ń sọ yẹn rí o. Lára àwọn political class tí ṣáàtì bọ̀rọ̀ mi ti ní evidence.
Mr. Abe ẹ má fi Mr. Abe láti.
ó tún ti ṣó ààrẹ ń sìn sí.
Àbí o.
Ẹ káàsán Mr. Noble.
ẹ ṣe gan tẹ gbà mí láyè láti sọ̀rọ̀.
Adam Stella àti mọ̀mí ọ̀gbẹ́dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé tá a bá ṣe £1,000 tá a bá ṣe lóṣù is £2 million. Tá a bá fún ìyàwó tá a bá fún ọmọ $2 million. Kò easy. A máa san mortgage náà another be 2 million. Ìwọ̀n gbọ́dọ̀ máa pa $5 million lóṣù.
Ṣẹ́rí Abe governor now we need to start watching him lára àwọn people tí mò ń sọ yẹn nìyẹn. Danger ṣó ń yẹ.
ó yẹ ká máa ṣọ́ Abe.
Kò yẹ pé ó yẹ ká máa ṣọ̀gàn á máa tààgẹ̀ ni.
Mọ̀ ẹ́ pé mi máa ń sọ máìkì mi. Abe
gan máa sọ owó fún mi nípa. Abe jẹ́ ká máa pín owó yẹn lẹ́sẹ̀ di mọ́ni.
Danger kí ni tiẹ̀ mẹ́ báyìí.
Ó ti di bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Ó ti di tèmi o.
ó sọ nìyí.
Abe governor bá mi send number make we talk in private. Ṣẹ́rí network mi ò dábì tí mo wà yìí I go still ó máa tún drop mi máa padà wá ṣá. Abe send am more talk for real o.
Ẹ máa sẹ̀rẹ̀ kò sí wàhálà.
Alright now ẹ ṣe sister mi.
Mr. Noble.
Pẹ́ tó lọ mo fẹ́ sọ nǹkan kan mo fi pain yín nípa gbogbo àwọn politician tẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ pa ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ṣe mọ̀ pé for so many years we have been in problem we have been under the administration tó jẹ́ pé kí n má dárúkọ wọn àwọn tó ń control wọn sí within Nigeria so oríṣiríṣi tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ many people there is nothing they could do about it there are so many things they were allowed just because of the situation there were no justice in the country and a country that has no justice what kind of country is that so but nǹkan tẹ́mi fẹ́ sọ fún yín ni pé lọ́wọ́ tá a wà yìí ìgbà ọ̀tun la wà and overnight nǹkan ò ní change ó máa take time and the change tá à ń wá àwa yìí la gbọ́dọ̀ find ọ̀nà láti push back on all this ìwà ìbàjẹ́ tó ti wà prevalent lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa. It will not just happen overnight. Change is not something you can just it's inevitable, but somebody has to stand their ground to make the change. Àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ pé ìwà burúkú yẹn ó ti wá ń di bárakú fún wọn. As you said, many of our politicians are like that. But táwa ọba sí ń bẹ̀ láti máa call wọn out. The change we are looking for, we are not going to find it. And for me personally, I believe that what has actually brought about this bad habit is the governance that we've had for over the years. Now is a good time. Now is a good time to speak out. Now is a good time to stand our ground. Now is a good time to call them out. Now is a good time to fight them if they don't want to change. So as you said, me, I don't believe us coming here and be, aṣọ ìdọ̀tí wa kọ́ máa sasita everybody máa kọ́ máa rí gbogbo bíbélì wa ṣe rí. So what we need to do among ourselves, we need to talk to each other. We need to stand our ground, as I said, and we need to speak out. But how we are going to do it, we have to have some kind of decorum so that peace will reign among ourselves. So that was what actually brought me up to speak about. Shehu, thank you for giving me the floor.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Nobu. Thank you, sir. Abe Governor, you want to say something?
So,
before we go to
Mr. But Nkoto is actually right. And sometimes it's always good to criticize the government. The government man should like that. Of course, there's no government that is perfect. Government is continuity. And ebi náà máa ń bá wọn jà náà ó yẹ kí n kọ́kọ́ drag minister for youth ní ìjẹta níjọ́ Friday àbí Saturday wọ́n bẹ̀ mí but táwọn èèyàn bá ṣe dáadáa ó yẹ ká máa pẹ́ ìwọ ló ní o fẹ́ ṣe youth acquisition ìwọ ló ní o fẹ́ ṣe youth empowerment ìwọ náà ló ní o fẹ́ ṣe national youth kí ló ń pè national youth council NYC ìwọ náà ló ní o fẹ́ ṣe national youth confab gbogbo ẹ̀ ó ṣe ó kọ ẹnu now riot àbí protest ń bọ̀ sí àwọn ṣòro nuisance ṣebí as a minister for youth wà kọ́kọ́ wà á jáde wà á address wà á lọ sórí channels news wà á lọ sórí TVC wà á lọ sórí NTA wà á lọ gbogbo ẹ̀ wà á máa calm down àwọn youth ẹ má protest ẹ má ṣe báyìí ó ṣe anything àbúrò ẹ ìgbà tí mo lè fẹ́ kọ́lẹ̀ jáde àwọn ẹ̀sìn ẹ̀dẹ́ ni bàbá àbí ẹ má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ pé but sometimes it doesn't make you patriotic calling out the government doesn't mean you're not patriotic citizen. You call the government out because at the end of the day the youth are almost 70% of the population 18 to 25 I become 35 they are the majority of the population of Nigerians. So I mean if the youth are not happy then táwọn ṣòro ẹ bá ń ṣe wèrè they blame one not because our government come youth dání gan. At the end of the day, on youth, you are not speaking, you are not doing anything. You are just see any program for youth. Nǹkan tó ṣe máa ń peace but to the bury. Àwọn náà la gbé débẹ̀ tá ilẹ̀ tó fi di minister for youth they were débẹ̀ tó sí they were. So me, but then again,
ṣé wọn kì í lè yọyàn kúrò ni I mean ṣé wọn kì í lè if they are not performing wọn kì í lè yọ ẹni yẹn kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
bàbá nìkan ló lè yọyàn bàbá àgbàlagbà nìkan ló lè yọyàn.
bàbá náà lè máa sọ fún now he probably doesn't even know.
bàbá
ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa lọ máa sọ fún wọn náà nìyẹn now. Because if everybody is quiet nothing changes ẹ̀yin tẹ́ máa lọ máa report fún wọn náà nìyẹn with facts because báwo náà ṣe fẹ́ mọ̀.
That's true, sha, but
accountability.
Yorùbá ló ń ṣe Yorùbá jealousy ni kìnìkan Yorùbá ló ń ṣe Yorùbá.
No, ẹ máa lọ pẹ̀lú facts ni kì í yẹ pé kò máa sọ̀rọ̀ from top of your head.
Fact wà náà kò ṣe anything náà bó nǹkan tó ní pé o máa ṣe kò ṣe náà ministry dẹ́gbà bó jẹ́
pẹ̀lú facts bẹ́ẹ̀ máa lọ náà ìyẹn ò ṣe jealousy ẹ máa state gbogbo ẹ with facts even ẹ lè mú anybody from the street kó tẹ̀lé yín lọ kọ́ lọ sọ̀rọ̀.
That's true, but
that's the only way that will change gbogbo àwọn kìíní because everything is temporal kò sẹ́ni tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ permanently so yẹ kó lè máa yọ àwọn èèyàn kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ once somebody pé wọ́n lè máa yọ àwọn èèyàn people will sit up but tó má kàn fún wọn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa ṣe nǹkan tó bá wù wọ́n it continues like that kò sí accountability that's the problem and baba ò dẹ̀ lè mọ everything tó ń go on the street so ìtẹ́pá ló máa sọ fún wọn with facts náà lélẹ́yìí tó bá rí jealousy is fine ìṣẹ̀bẹ̀ yín mọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ ìṣe náà.
mo ń gbọ́ ẹ mà.
ẹyin tó manage it's jealousy ẹ̀yin mọ̀ nǹkan tẹ̀ ń ṣe. But that's how you change things. Regardless of what people say, then you can't nípa nǹkan táwọn èèyàn sọ now. Ṣebí youth better help.
But àwọn youth náà fẹ́ help gan-an, àwọn yẹn gan-an náà wọn ò ṣe normal. Youth fẹ́ help gan-an, àwọn náà lọ tún máa búyàn. Àwọn ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹ́ ìbò.
But you know, tí a bá ń ṣe nǹkan, not everybody is gonna agree with you. Kì í ṣe gbogbo èèyàn náà ló máa because bá ṣe lè ṣe tó.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wọ́n tí ò ní agree pẹ̀lú yín máa wà. But you don't care about that. You do the right thing. Tí a máa ń ṣe right thing, eventually o máa ń catch up pẹ̀lú èèyàn ni. Àwọn èèyàn tí ò wá agree pẹ̀lú yín yẹn, they'll come around.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni o.
So once you know you're doing the right thing, don't care about kò sí kì í ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló máa wà on your side. No. But eventually wọ́n á come around. Results ló yẹ kẹ́ máa wà after, not what people will say. Results.
Well, wọ́n ti ní pé ká ní sùúrù tó a ti fẹ́ ní sùúrù ti ṣe afẹ́ fún 1 month káṣẹ̀ kó ṣe gbé program kó roll out program kan fún youth.
But how long ló ti wà ń bẹ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe ní sùúrù náà? How long ló ti wà ń bẹ̀?
To be honest, ó ti wà bẹ́ẹ̀ láti ìgbà tí bàbá ti wọlé 2023. He was the first minister of state of youth. There is now a minister for youth, senior minister. He was a junior minister.
Kọ́kọ́ lọ bóun fúnra rẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ náà. Maybe talk to him first.
Nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ last náà nìyẹn. But even àwọn youth àbáni pé kọ́kọ́ ọjà dání leave na APC ọ̀gá which one be say na APC kí ló ṣe fún youth.
It won't affect everybody. Eléyìí ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀rọ party now. It's affecting everybody.
Ó sún mi o. So gbàmí gan tẹ́wọ̀n bá fẹ́ jà fún Nàìjíríà. Ó máa ń ìjà yẹn gan ó máa yí mọ́ ọ̀yàn lọ́wọ́. Kọ̀gbà tí mo fẹ́ pè jáde mo ti ṣe flyer mo ti ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ kí mo fẹ́ ṣí space àwọn èèyàn ti ní pé wọ́n ti ginger àfikún kọ̀ọ̀kan wọlé àbí má ṣe báyìí protesting but when that is the reason why he's meant to speak to the youth to dissuade the youth from protesting as a youth minister you come out tó bá jẹ́ ní UK ní minister máa jáde á bá àwọn aráàlú sọ̀rọ̀.
Ati wà too sentimental jù, that's another problem.
Yorùbá ọmọ wa ní kíníkan lábàjẹ́ gbogbo oríṣiríṣi text message fún àwọn ọmọkànlẹ́ òkè èmi ò dẹ̀ wá lè jà fún youth mọ́ because youth gan ò fún mi lówó so ẹ jẹ́ ká dákẹ́ kí gbogbo wa náà dẹ̀ rárá máa wò tí Nàìjíríà bá dẹ̀ máa dàrú mọ́ wa lórí àwọn náà dẹ̀ máa jókòó sí dáńdé lùkìlẹ̀. Kọ̀sẹ́ mi bá jẹ́ youth minister tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe protest màá ti roll out program màá ti máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí gbogbo news interview pé ẹ máa ṣe kínní you can protest but ẹ má dá lóró this is what we are doing for the youth we promise one youth acquisition program kínní kan billion àárín ṣe ń gbá.
Maybe you should go and talk to him first. Sit down and talk to him first and see what happens.
Ṣe sílẹ̀ ní wà lọ́lùdé so èmi ò dẹ̀ padà until after their protest tó bá ti pa protest náà èmi náà máa wọ̀
you can schedule. Yeah, I mean, you can make an appointment with him and go and talk to him.
I can actually see, but when you see him, they will just talk, the funding are limited, I'm but you create money. Should be, but when you create the whole.
Ideas of generate now. Ideas what of like generate.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But they won't lock point. Got to get here. See, kò sọ pé láti generate one. Not there here the problem. The bad to phone like there. One my idea like there.
Wọ́n credit ẹ̀sẹ̀ lómi.
Mo ti bá bàbá yẹn jà èmi ni mo tún bá jà àgbà tó fẹ́ ṣe kíní youth confab èmi ni mo bá rẹ̀ àti kò ṣe mọ́ ó ní common idea wà kọ́ ṣe kíní kan wá and then the intellectual property will be mine mo ní yà intellectual thief this is intellectual theft báwo lè ṣe máa mú policy wà á mú idea wà any part of the condition to join the national youth confab whatever idea you bring belongs to the ministry. Fẹ́ fún Kudus mo fẹ́ gbé ṣe pé pa ọ̀n pè mí agbára.
What you can do is you record everything when you go there wọ́n máa record.
ó ṣe change ọ wá ní due to say ó ṣe put a letter pé say the intellectual property will belong to the whichever Nigerian youth that they present his policy documentation mo ní you are doing well okay gbala wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe national confab that last year to next month by next year ẹ̀sìn election ti dé tán kò sí national confab. Àwọn youth dem bínú promise wọn ní youth acquisition skill promise wọn ní youth council tún ṣe election youth council kẹ mú youth leader from each 36 states kẹ ṣe gbogbo ẹ ragaraga lọkàn sí.
All the conversation and hold him accountable and then you show pé nǹkan tá a ti sọ.
èmi ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń fún wọn lẹ̀ díẹ̀ mi ò tí ì ráyè ẹni tí máa ti padà báyìí problem ni ọmọ mi má ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú
ẹ
problem.
bá mọ̀ pé wọ́n record wọn yóò dà pé wọ́n máa sit up you hold him
wọ́n máa
accountable.
wọ́n máa tó problem. èyí tí mo fẹ́ ṣe ní Saturday tó ṣe kọjá wọ́n bẹ̀ mí ni mo ní kò ṣẹ̀ sí èmi gan business lọ Saturday orí danger platform làwà bíbó làwà platform mi lórí TikTok má ti fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ sí máa wọ́n mọ ọkọ̀ ìyá wọn.
do something o Abe do something o.
But then the you see I fighting for you they are not even interested.
àwọn tá a ti dàgbà tá a fi wá sí Nàìjíríà we are scared to come do something o.
But the youth are people God they are not ready. Ṣebí tí mo ṣe ń pariwo yẹ káwọn youth náà máa pariwo tẹ̀lé yàn àwọn youth náà máa ní ọ̀gá we no send jare.
You find like minds now kí ṣe gbogbo wọn náà ló máa parí bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ mẹ́ta you find like minds. kí ṣe
Kò ṣe
gbogbo
pé
náà
yàn
ló
gbọ́ minister for youth kò ṣe pé wọ́n fún yàn lọ́wọ́ ní kọ́kọ́ ṣe fi máa bribe yàn.
owó máa yọ létà.
No, mi ò rán wọn mo ṣe máa gbé wọn ṣe pé láti.
Sometimes owó ò yọ right away but tó bá
No,
yọ
very
right
very soon èmi máa gbé wọn ọmọ mi dáadáa àwọn ọmọ mi dáadáa very very soon lẹ́tà lè máa kọ́kọ́ kọ lẹ́tà pé ọ̀gá play for 7 days for the record tọ́ba ti respond bá máa ju lẹ́tà yẹn sórí social media ni pé ọ̀gá respond wọn dey like social media thank God for social media ẹ wá ti ju sórí social media wọn máa respond padà ní oya come to our office èmi ò lè ṣe ní office ẹ wá sórí social media kí wọ́n respond but I'm machine nìyẹn. But sometimes you just want to meet these people. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Tanimola. Mr. Tanimola, are you there, sir?
Yes.
No, another person.
Yeah, Eka sir.
Mr. Adenja Ikueto, Mr. Abe Mokibubole.
Yes, sir.
I greet everybody. Mo ti máa ń listen náà sí program dem mo dẹ̀ máa ń visit the platform dáadáa. I just want to give my appreciation to everybody that is speaking on this platform for the awareness they are creating for our youth particularly. Even not even our youth alone, our Yoruba people who does not know the Igbo agenda against Yoruba. It's unfortunate that we find ourselves in this scenario. It's very very painful. Ọmọ ilé egungun tó ń jẹ ẹran àbẹ ọmọ ilé ẹran tó ń jẹ egungun sorry ẹ bá bínú. The damage has been done too much. Àmì ìmọ̀rísìn tí ó ṣe wá pẹ́ ká tó wake up bẹ́lẹ̀. Now all this fight tá à ń jà yìí ká ní àwọn leaders wa aṣáájú ká ní wọ́n ti put things into the order. By now we should be talking about innovation, how to compete with the world power. We have the skill, we have the wisdom to do it. Bẹ̀tẹ̀ wo bí tá a bára wa àwa nǹkan tó máa ń dùn èmi nínú jù ni pé tó máa ń bà mí nínú jẹ́ ni pé we will have our own land and abẹ̀tí ń sá káàkiri all over the world àfilé wa lẹ̀ because we don't find it conducive for future progress. Though actually survive in bed, even to some extent náà ni then we now another set of ethnic group now come behind us and they occupy all our space. Then tabatẹ wa lọ sílùú òyìnbó ohun tán àníbi dé sí mọ́. Then àwọn tó tún jẹ́ leader ìkan tó ń dùn nǹkan méjì yẹn ni kíní bá ṣe ń sá kiri. The second one ni pé even those people that are our leader ṣé wọn ò rí kan tó ń gún ọ̀nù ni àbí ẹ̀mí nìkan ni àwa nìkan ni ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá yìí mú nínú because mo kò máa ń rò ó within myself pé kírú Fáṣọlá ààrẹ and even Baba Fálàì some prominent Nigerian elite títí dé àwọn olówó wa $10 whatever if they can have this kind of thought tani we don't even supposed to be talking every day. They can come together and make something meaningful, powerful and decision that can happen within a month. But àwọn kò jókòó síbẹ̀ because they are comfortable with their money and to be honest with you they don't even have future for their children because if the society is not okay and it's not going to continue to be okay, third generation will fall back to this present situation we are. Àwọn ọmọ Awólọ́wọ̀ lẹ́ni can they be in power? Àwọn ọmọ Ládòkè Akíntọ́lá can they be in power? Ọmọ Adékúnlé Fájuyì the first military governor of Western region that live in the government out there live a flamboyant life. Àtàwọn all those ministers of Buhari of first time of Baba Obasanjo even go on. Can they enjoy the public space they are enjoying them now? Wọ́n ti padà bẹ̀ òun ló ń dùn mí fún àwọn this present generation táwọn kan náà tán ń ṣe olówó body loan ni o olówó díàrè ni o.
ọ̀dẹ̀ ìṣàkọ́ tó ń dùn mí nínú gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì èmi àbí aṣíwájú supporter ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ mọ̀ mi very well knows me ìgbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe protest ẹgbẹ́ rántí last year protest end bad governance tó destroy gbogbo nǹkan tó ń raise the Russian flag ṣe rántí everybody rántí protest last year.
remember Igbo agenda náà ni
August 1 to August 7. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
What happened in Kenya náà fi motivate ẹ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni yes ìgbà yẹn báyìí mo wo kinní yẹn èmi àtàwọn tíìmù mi àtàwọn ọ̀gá mi àdé ní pé kí la máa ṣe báyìí o àdé kọ lẹ́tà aṣíwájú dẹ̀ respond aṣíwájú gave a presidential order for all ministers all serving ministers under him to come and give accountability of what they've done in government. This was August 1 to August 7 was the protest. So we did it 10 days before the protest. So it'd be July 20 to July 30. This was the first time that we had a media chat with all the ministers, Wike, Alake, Wale Edun, IGP, everybody came. They were giving, in fact, at the point, we were even doing like 2-3 ministers a day because everybody wanted to, because Ashiwaju said they must come and account to the public. But you can protest, but one man wants a story, and we'll be doing media chat, and this is what we've done. I want to perform. One minister, I think he's still serving from Sokoto. He was the former Senator Goroyo, Minister for Share Greek in Minister for Water Resources. Goroyo. Alhaji Goroyo. Ona usa koba to wa me yan ni are you the sponsor Boko Haram? Tony Damboro ba shege. God go punish you la usa. Ti gbogbo life yẹn dàrú ngba yẹn. Emo. Asa come omo. Alake náà wá wọn ní yẹn kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nípa gbogbo illegal mining. Dele Alake spoke very well. Wale Edun spoke very well. So many people spoke very well. Èmi ni mo host there. Omo. Sunday for 1 week. Our minister thought performing. Maria anonymous text. So you want to castigate my oga. So you want to do this thing. We know one mama to send in address with this is where you live.
That is like threatening, Abi.
I mean more politics in Nigeria. Hotel Ilasunsi for 1 week. Hotel Sunday. Sunday. Tatuba directive. Okay. After àgbàtí gbogbo kínní ẹ̀tọ́ ní òkè wọ́n máa show appreciation o ìpè they will be coming kò bá jẹ́ once a month each one minister come out once one promise láti gbà yẹn àwọn people yẹn wà mọ́ kí ló máa sọ I no get time o kíní kan ó wá di protest ilé tó ń bọ̀ ní October 20 our contact wa pé can we come and speak to Nigeria mo ní no we cannot come and speak to Nigerians because last time you came to speak was over a year ago and you people promised us to be coming at least once a month to give testimony or to accountability for the people to ask you questions.
So they are not even actually doing their
they are not doing their job. So one thing they might pay me like money ele ta e ma pe free la ṣe fún yín gbà yẹn ele ta bá máa ṣe ele la máa mú wá ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ mọ́ tẹ́ bá ti mú wá ẹjọ́ tó bá máa dàrú mọ́ yín lórí ẹ jẹ́ kó dàrú mọ́ yín lórí I'm not interested but they shut it up.
Thank you for your contribution, sir. Because as I was saying, this thing always baffles me. I be amongst my children. They ask me some questions that I cannot give answer to.
Only space Nigeria Undivided. Only space lọ́wọ́. And I invited a senior special assistant on media. Everybody mo baba mo ko fẹ́ forúkọ dìbò láṣìírí ni. Mo ní Oga, come one of my guys. Nigeria Undivided, the whole space. So, he's doing very well on TikTok. Kí ló ṣe kọ́kọ́ sọ náà? Ó ní TikTok ọgbà wèrè. Àṣẹ̀gbọ́ pé àwọn wèrè kórè TikTok. But ìyẹn bí banta. Mo ní Oga just come listen na 5 minutes. Mo only send link. Mo send the link. Ó wá ó ṣàgbọ́n nǹkan tá ń sọ nígbà yẹn. This was last month. Ó wá ní tell that host, give that host my number. Mo ní okay sir, no problem. Mo bá fún ẹlẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Nigeria Undivided. Mo bá fún number Nigeria Undivided. Money, Oga say make you call am. Mo say they enjoy your program. Nigeria Undivided. Mo ṣe wish pé wà níbí báyìí kó wá fẹ́ràn rẹ̀ sọ. Nigeria Undivided wá pè. Ó message lórí WhatsApp. Ní Oga say kíni kankan yeah say good program 1 to 2. You know what you're going to be doing? Let me be posting my video, be retweeting my video from Facebook to Instagram to Twitter. Oh, Nigeria Undivided only doing program.
That man must be funny.
See Nigeria, everybody call it Nigeria divided. Come back orúkọ bàbá yẹn síta. Ìgbà yẹn Nigeria ó ṣí live Wednesday. Ó dórí lórí burúkú ní gbogbo àwọn AD.
Bá ti gbórúkọ ẹ̀ síta now. Yeah. Bá ti gbórúkọ ẹ̀ síta, that's how you shut them down.
Kò ní dábẹ́, next time wọn ní dáyọ̀ ló wá ní pé èèyàn try láti bà wọ́n.
But he told down, see, no, what the difference to make? He didn't make any impact. He didn't make any difference. So next time, I'm not serious. Don't even go there. Next time, I'm
not push agenda government.
He didn't make anything. No, he didn't make anything.
Àwọn long gbowó yìí o. This is their official work. You are a media and communications expert to the president.
I'm not condone nonsense, man. Ẹ tó bá mọ̀ pé òun serious, get the fuck out of here. Ẹ tó máa lọ. So tó bá jẹ́ pé ti gbórúkọ ẹ̀ síta next time kò ní ṣe orúkọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Jáde pé ìyá kìíní kan ìyá ìgbà.
But you know where that's coming from. Even gbogbo àwọn tó send threat yẹn, ẹ mọ bí tó ti wá náà. Tó bá ní governor kìíní kan, governor yẹn lè máa hold accountable. Pé àwọn èèyàn ẹ, your loose dogs, you better hold them accountable because threat tá à ń gbà látọ̀dọ̀ wọn lélẹ̀. We know it's coming from your side because àwọn èèyàn lélẹ̀.
But the question is, ṣé èmi ò lè kó fún Nàìjíríà at this point? Èmi báyìí o, èmi ò lè kó fún Nàìjíríà. Àwọn tó kún fún Nàìjíríà in the past gan-an, kò sàrà lọ fún Nàìjíríà moves on.
That's another problem. There's no patriotism, which I don't blame anybody, you know.
So, Mr. Abe, that minister, that guy called us a mad dog, Abi. We retweeted.
Ibo ni Nigeria divided. Kí ni ó dà pé ti ṣí new account? Kí ni account Nigeria divided? Mo fẹ́ kó wá sọ story ẹ̀ fún.
One chance to see
Danger kí ni account ọmọ pé okay ethnocentric kìíní kan Nigeria jẹ́ kí n ping jẹ́ kí n wá.
Mo máa ń rí mo I know you.
No, wọ́n ti mú account ẹ̀ dáná àwọn ọmọbìnrin ẹ̀ ti mú account ẹ̀. Ó ti ṣe account ethnocentric.
Wọ́n ti jẹ account.
Wọ́n ti jẹ account ẹ̀. Wọ́n ti jẹ àwọn ọmọ Igbo yẹn. Mo wà ń bẹ̀ gbàtọ́ nípa wọ́n máa report account bàbá yẹn. Wọ́n dẹ̀ mass report.
But when then more than 100 and something followers, I've been 100 and something thousand.
Yeah, we have many abnormality that is going on within the government. I have one post today from Adamawa State. They have 21 local governments, and the wife of the chairman, they sent them to Turkey to go and learn how to advise their husband. And some have 2, 3, 4, and they spend our money to Turkey to go and learn how to embrace their husband, and that particular state is yet to pay the pensioner salary for months. It don't go on. I don't just understand, sir. I rest my case.
After that, after Batagba minister Watan protect be ekpe. You know, don't go collect money for politician no. Now because riots on come politician they come online now, can they give testimony, can they accountable? At the end of the day, I want not latte. I don't promise. No, they will come back. Don't worry, we'll be coming back once a month, at least once a month. One promise, once a month. Last year July. 30 days they won't padà wá. When they come to my office, I'm busy. I cannot come and speak to people online. I'm busy. They come to my office, bribe you. There's nothing what comes to do in your office. You personally for interest, of course. But I mean, if it's for the interest of the people, you can office. You can they busy. I collect this dollar. Manager use and do weekend.
Abe, do you believe that Nigeria is working? Is it a working country? What do you believe?
President Tinubu is working, but majority of his cabinet ministers are not working. Very few, don't you share? Minister of Interior, Omawa. Strictly politics. Strictly politics. What very life and strictly politics. Come and bear witness. Wasuke Joe, Dr. Tunde. He was there when I brought those ministers on TikTok.
But does the president know that they all this?
President is busy. Baba ti dàgbà, Baba jagun everywhere.
But you know, buy kí ló máa make reports. Kí ló máa make reports.
Tẹ́ bá lọ máa make report, wọ́n máa bá yín jà, wọ́n lè pa yín, wọ́n máa ní pé ẹ fẹ́ gbaṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn.
Wọ́n lè mọ̀, they don't wọ́n ní mọ̀, ẹ máa lọ anonymous.
Wọ́n máa mọ̀.
Anonymously.
Wọ́n máa mọ̀. Tẹ́ bá lọ report anonymous, wọ́n máa mọ̀. Àbí ẹ̀gbọ́n politician ni wọ́n, they are very smart people. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ anonymous. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ lọ report for anonymous náà ló máa leak. Ọmọ náà Abe governor kan report anonymous. Strictly politics. Can you remember? Welcome my brother, Dr. Tunde.
I greet everybody. Good afternoon.
Why don't they have
whistleblowers? Auntie Stella nípa nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gbàtàgbà àwọn minister yẹn wá lórí last year. Tó promise wa kí wọ́n máa wá. Ṣé wọ́n wá after that?
Okay, sorry, I'm at the mechanics, but I think I can hear you. Ella, Minister on here.
Our minister
engagement, Lori TikTok. Lori TikTok.
Yeah, top promise heaven and
No. One more. But then, I will come from a different perspective here. You get, Sherry. Sometimes here, it's not about them not coming or them coming, right? It's about the reception we give them. For example, now, recently, Abe brought Sega to TikTok. The reception we gave him will motivate him to come again. You understand my point? Remember that them coming up here is not actually part of their responsibility, but however, it is out of respect, right? Now, so sometimes people like Minister of Information at that particular time, you and I know he wouldn't come because you know what he's going to come and meet. You understand my point? And you will not see that, you know you are not working well, and then they will tell you to come. You know that they want to offer Sweni or our Lord Deposara. You won't even dare it now. So some of them, right, they know they are not working, so they won't even dare to come. But some of them, they would come, but the kind of engagement that they will be receiving from the other people that don't understand how to be diplomatic about asking questions and all of that, the likes of the ones that believe in the person that's saying, I put it onto you, is a good reporter, is a good journalist, you know. So in cases like that, it will not be easy for them to always come. So if we are going to castigate them on one part, we also have to think about it on the other part. What kind of receptions are they getting when they come? Are we asking them constructive questions? Are we engaging them as we should? Are we asking them questions and have no answer that even we ourselves, the ones that are listening to us, know that what we are saying doesn't make sense? You get the point? So these are things but then if we are going to select people, it will not be again as if we are selecting people deliberately because we don't want them to be asked questions. But no, sometimes you ask a minister, why is Nigerian passport I'm in this country, you people are giving vendors passport to do for us. Of course, now what do you expect? So there are engagements, you will engage them.
Because that one is working, like you said.
That one is working around the clock and all of that, right? Even FIRS chairman can come too as well, you know?
Yeah, FIRS will come.
These are people that can come here and, you know, they have good PAs and all of that, and they have thick skin. People like David Umahi can also come if he has the time. You get the point. Someone like Wike can come too. Yes, if you do anyhow, you give you back anyhow.
Yeah, Wike, yes. I want to perform here. And I want to perform out of 48 ministers. There are no more than 10 working ministers. And you know, people 48 ministers. None. Now, very few people don't shisha. At
that time, someone like Minister of Information, personally, I was waiting for him to come. I'd really wish he had come.
Kinilo Mwangba, Alilu, Onilu, DG National Orientation Agency. Oh, what said the DJ? DJ, no, what's my baja? Mo baja, what dear, Mionia, my aburo. It's not like that. Kiniko, we have. What's that dear? Ming by I know my wife can set up space. To my set up space, my war DG National Orientation Agency. In Malosakwe, we have each coordinator in 774 local government. Say there's one coordinator, but nobody even knows you people have 774 coordinators. That's each coordinator for each local government across Nigeria. Nobody knows. In fact, I don't know who is the National Orientation Agency coordinator for my local government. Me Omo. Government Tinubu, èèyàn lè wá gbé ìjànà àjàsórí má máa gbé ìjànà àjàsórí sí pẹ́ àsìkò la máa sọ́ dì ẹ fẹ́ wá ẹ sanwó tàbálẹ̀ wàá sóòṣì àwọn aráàlú àwọ̀ yín ṣígẹ̀nà àǹtí Stella. Ma?
Ṣé máa ní whistleblowers?
A ní whistleblowers àtọ́ blow whistle fún Minister of Agri Kyari ìgbà yẹn ṣèbí whistleblower tó lọ threatening ó ní ẹ̀yàn kan náà tó ní pópó owó jẹ kíníkan fún contract ó fún gbogbo àwọn ìyàwó Hausa contract àwọn ọmọ ìyàwó ẹ̀ ṣèbí gbà tí whistleblower blow kíní ẹ̀ wọ́n padà mọ ẹni tó blow whistle tó ń threatening whistleblower yẹn gbà yẹn tí yẹn sá kúrò Nàìjíríà.
Undercover agents ńkọ́?
àǹtí mi ẹ wò nàìjíríà wò dàwùsù gan tó jẹ́ whistleblower ní Ganduje gbà tó jẹ́ gómìnà Kano ṣèbí yẹn náà wọ́n wá jáde ìyẹn náà sá lọ Qatar àbí Dubai ṣàdó one Arab country bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń gbé ń sìn.
But seriously, I feel like the country would work better if the citizens, sorry, I'm at the mechanic, so you'll be hearing plenty sounds. If the citizens understand how to engage these people, yeah, sometimes you will find out that the engagement is very meaningless. You understand? Very few people actually can engage, because when people engage you meaningfully, you tighten up your belts, you know. But when people ask you abstract questions that sometimes are even rhetorical, or questions that will not hold weight in conversations, it will be very difficult for those kind of people to sit up. Let's say for example, we cannot get through to the ministers. How many people have you seen that have actually engaged their local government chairman at this particular moment where local government autonomy, the financial autonomy is actually happening? How many times have you seen engagement of, oh, okay, we have access to our local government chairman, our councillor? How many have you seen that are truthfully engaging them constructively? You have not finished engaging councillors, you want to engage ministers? Let's look at it also from that direction. So the role of citizenship is actually underrated. It is underemphasized. Because if the citizens actually know their role as citizens, the country will be better. But you will come and see constructive criticism. Somebody will tell you, Nigeria is still paying subsidy, which you don't even know what you're asking. Minister of Economics and this thing, Minister of Finance and Economics, he will go to a place, you will not be asking him, are you still paying subsidy? What subsidy are you talking about? So you see that those kind of questions, they will just walk you over because you're not engaging them constructively. Somebody will go and hear bandwagon and say, Pengasin are working for Tinubu, and then you want to go and ask, how would that person answer you those kind of questions? So these are things that the citizenship engagement is poor on its own. So the ministers are also, they feel relaxed. So if we really want to see that this thing is actually happening, let's start from the grassroots. Engage our our House of Rep members, our our local government chairmen, our councillors. Let's start questioning them. Okay, every FAC allocation is published. I can bet you me that a lot of us don't even go through those figures. We don't even know how much is going to our particular local government. And those figures are actually being published. December is coming. Have you gone to your home? I mean, when you go to your hometown, the development you are seeing in your hometown, is it equivalent to the values, or to the figures that you have been reading? When you are not acquainted to those kind of information, I asked them recently, how many of you are even following the ministers? These ministers that you want them to come, go on Twitter and see their followers. Go and see their pages. No engagement. Nobody's asking them anything. They will post anything, you will see 24 hours. Nobody's even reading it. Then what they have already posted. There was a day like that. Somebody was I think trying to harass Abike Dabiri on some. I think Abike Dabiri or something. Something she has already posted on her page for quite a while. They are now asking. I had to refer him back to that particular post and say it is there already. So if we want to engage, if we're not engaging on frivolities or on bandwagon kind of questions and all of that, it will be difficult for these people to sit up. So the engagement should really start from the grassroots, then we can proceed. These people will know that, there are people with force that are engaging. Let's get prepared though. Let's sit up so that they will not invite us, and if we don't go, they will drag us. Or they will not invite us, and if we don't, if they ask us questions, we will not be able to answer. I think these are things that we actually should be looking at, because the engagement is, I don't know, the role of citizenship is wacko.
But no question.
Mr. Street.
Because that's how you encourage curiosity and learning. So you can't really, no question is, at least that's what they say in the developed countries. No question is ever stupid. That's how you kind of encourage, curiosity and learning. Because people ask from where they are, from their perspective. So they can't really say this kind of engagement is stupid. You shouldn't be asking those kind of questions.
My point is not them saying that, right? This is not what they say. This is what I am saying as a citizen, right? I have been in this engagement, and why? I'm sorry. Okay, so these people will come with tribalism again. So there are things that when you see, when you hear as a maybe the organizer or maybe the inviter, maybe you are the one that invited them and all of that, right? You are expecting, oh, okay, let me have a few like minds that would really engage these people. There are some kind of questions that when you ask them, we all know that yes, this question is going to put this person in the box. Yes, let's ask those kind of questions. There are questions that when you ask, even you that you are listening or the audience will be like, why is this one wasting our time asking these kind of questions? Now, my point is this: in 30 minutes, let's say they have 30 minutes to come and engage us, we might have only one person actively engaging them on real questions. The remaining 19 people, the remaining 29 minutes, you will find out that you will be seeing dumb questions, dumb assertions. That is a walkover. So they will go back to their homes not feeling challenged. I don't know if you get me. They will go back to their home feeling relaxed, as if they have actually truthfully delivered a statement, delivered something important. I don't know if you understand me.
Yeah, I understand, yes. So why don't you ask people to write down their questions, collect those questions, and then pick from those questions and ask? Okay,
so when we do that, yeah, we often do that too. But when we do that, it will be like, now Tinubu people, now they are selecting who is asking questions. It will not start trending that, oh, no, they don't want, and these are the kind of things that you will start saying. They will label you automatically. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes, yes, we'll do that because by the time we are seeing that, okay, time is going, we'll now say, okay, post your remaining questions or put it in our DMs, we'll ask them, and then we'll get back to you with their answers and all of that. That is when you now say, okay, these ones are Tinubu people, these ones are this, these ones are that. Abi, the ministers have paid them. Oh, they are deliberately selecting questions to.
Mr. Street, even before you come in, Jackson, sorry, before you come in, I already mentioned one incident on ground because you talk about local government or mismanagement fund, which we can start from there. At least we know the minister, they have federal power or whatever, but at least at the local government level, we can see approach each other and do something to shake their misbehavior. Maybe their head will correct. In Adamawa, their chairman, they have 21 local government. They took, let me use sheep. They shipped their wife to Turkey to go and learn how to advise their husband with state money. And this state is yet to pay their state and local government pensioner. How can we address this kind of issue locally? That's information bothering me too much.
Okay, so are you asking me a question?
Yes, because you mentioned. Oh,
I'm with you, sir. Okay.
I want to come in. Can you hear me now?
Okay, so yeah, so I'm with you now. Okay, so if I get you correctly, you are saying that.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Can you help me about if there's anything we can do local level? Because we are saying something about if we want to start this correction, we can start from the. It's easier to start from the local level.
Okay, so thank you. Okay, so thank you. So you see, this is a very good case study. Let's say let me put it as like case study, right? The Adamawa State thing and all of that, right? You see, often you will find out the fact that initially why a lot of these things are being why they get off when they get away with a lot of these things is because they mostly do not have nobody is actually, there is no avenue like this one that we have today, TikTok, Twitter, where we can actually sit together, have these discussions and all of that, and then decided, okay, let's confront these people, right? Initially there were all those kind of avenues, right? And that is even the need for all these whistleblowers and all of that, right? But now that we have avenues, and now that we have avenues like this avenue, like so now that we have this kind of avenues, right, that we can actually have this kind of discussion, we can blow it out of proportion and all of that. If we see these kind of things, we can bring it up here, start the discussion from here, promote it to the other places, and by the time we start louding it, Some of us grant interviews even in TV stations. By the time we start louding it, and you know that the evidence you have, the information you have is concrete too as well. Don't make a mistake of hearing a naysayer's allegation and then not having enough evidence and say you want to go out there. Freedom of after speech is, there's freedom of speech, but freedom after speech is not guaranteed. Because so these are things that we have to look at it critically.
Evidence, yeah, you're right.
You get my point. How good is the evidence? How substantial it is? How if I decide to speak about it, hope I'm not going to be shooting myself in the leg. Hope it's not a trap they're setting for us, because some of people that are being that are doing advocacy are deliberately being set trap for by these same people, right? So that brings us to the importance of understanding the kind of information to which you want to actually put out there, because if you are known for a particular brand of fact checking and only spin out the facts, you'll be targeted. But then let the target come, as long as your sources and your informations are reliable. It's that simple. We can start from all these kind of avenues. Some of us have people that are listening to us, and we actually can get a broad spectrum of listeners. We can do it here, record it, put it on Twitter, start, and it will go viral. By it going viral, then we can follow it up with a lawsuit. You get my point? We can follow it up with a lawsuit again.
I will get in touch with Danger, because I'm going to do more research about it.
Yes, so I think
I will try.
I don't know if this explains a particular method, right? You can relate to the method I just talked about now.
Yeah, I will do it.
It's just that simple.
It's going to get to somewhere. Yeah.
How about hosting town hall meetings? Maybe organize events, where community members can, where they can directly ask questions.
Okay, so I'll answer these questions, right? About this town hall, it is actually politicized a lot of times. Some people use it to arm themselves, right? And then they become like they become a tool for or against, depending on the highest bidder. You understand my point? Yes, because a lot of times it's about the brand envelopes, and that was.
Ẹ̀yin náà ti rí ohun tí a mú wá fún wa lénìí. Ẹ bá wa like, ẹ bá wa share, ẹ bá wa subscribe sí orí Òjíṣẹ́ TV. Ẹ bá wa tẹ notification bell so that a bá tún mú àwọn àkọ̀tun wá fún wa. Ẹ̀yin lẹ́ ò kọ́kọ́ máa rí. Títí di ìgbà tá ò tún máa pàdé lórí Òjíṣẹ́ TV. Ó dàbọ̀.